Once temps start dropping, it means that we need to give it a mix and assess how things are going. People often refer to this process as flipping the pile or turning it. Essentially what we're doing here is we're taking the top of the pile and we're making it the bottom of the pile. And then we're inverting the edges so that the outside of the pile becomes the inside and vice versa. And doing this makes a couple things happen. One, we're reintroducing oxygen into the pile, we're aerating it. Two, we're also able to take stock of the moisture content of the inside of the pile. Could be that things are just right, damp, not sopping wet. Could be that things are drying out a bit. This is usually a problem for me in the summer months. Hard to keep things fully damp when it's 1,000,000 degrees out and 0% humidity. On the other hand, in mixing up the materials, you might notice that things are too wet. Maybe you accidentally oversaturated the pile when you first made it, and now it's clumpy and stinky. You know things are too wet if they smell putrid or foul or strong like ammonia, and if that's the case, you can try spreading out the materials, cover it up with a tarp, let it dry out a bit before restacking it. It's also possible that you've got a bit too much nitrogen in there, which can cause things to get sludgy since nitrogen-rich materials bring more water to the equation. And in that case, you could balance it out with some more carbon-rich materials. And the third reason that you're going to flip your pile, though, is just to bathe all the materials in the warmth of the microbial activity and to fully inoculate everything. If you've got weed seeds hanging out in the outer edges of the pile, and you never mix those into the center where the majority of the heat is coming from, they're going to survive and they're going to stay in your compost once it's finished. And by the way, I almost always have weed seeds in my finished compost at some level, so don't be too ashamed if you do too. Once you flip the pile, it's going to heat back up and then drop again. And once it starts dropping in temp, that's your cue to flip again. Eventually, this usually happens after the third flip. The pile is going to have spent its nitrogen and you're going to be left with a soil-like material full of stable organic nitrogen, and it's ready to be used in a number of ways.